Hi everyone, how are you doing? Evening session of the World Indoor Championship in Glasgow, Scotland. The morning session today was fantastic. Some really interesting events, and thank you for joining me. And what I'm doing this evening is just a watch along. And if you get a chance to come on and talk a little track and field while you watch it with me, I'll be very much appreciative. Fantastic stuff already happening. We are now currently the 1500 meters are on the way, or they're just about to get started. But this morning, obviously, great gold medal by the Canadian Sarah Mitten. Fantastic gold medal. The German um, Yemisi Oligonewe, if I'm pronouncing that. I never pronounce these words, the Nigerian names or historically Nigerian names properly, but she got a fantastic personal best of 2019. And so getting into that 20-meter marker, over that 20-meter marker is a significant achievement there. Obviously, Chase Jackson as well from the United States picking up the bronze medal. Obviously, she was Chase Ely before she changed her name, and so it's a fantastic performance. We saw great stuff also by Norvitz in the pentathlon and so on. So there's a lot of things we expected. We saw heats of the 400 meters, some good running there as well, and 800 meters, we lost a couple of the Kenyans as well, which is interesting. But I anticipate some good performances. And obviously, we saw the 60 meters, which will be the highlight of today. Noah Lyles looking good, I thought. I mean, a lot's been made of his start, but still, it was really early rounds, and he looked comfortable in the end. I thought technique-wise, he looked okay. He just probably didn't react and get out as smoothly as you want, but his head was down. He looked decent. Christian Coleman, as usual, looking fine across there. Likes of Amanyala look fairly okay. The Jamaican to Akeem Blake. So some interesting stuff should be coming in the semifinals, and I'm just kind of looking across to see what's happening here in the 1500 meters. And yeah, so some interesting stuff. I want to thank you for joining me. If you are interested in track and field, and tonight is a watch along. Let me know your thoughts so far. Femke Bowl will be up at some point. Carson Varm, as many of you saw, ran what I thought was an interesting time over 400 meters. And yeah, I can do a little timeline, I guess, in a minute in terms of what we have on schedule. I could probably pop it up on stream. I'm operating by myself, so it's not particularly straightforward as always, but it's no big deal. So I'm happy. I'm hopefully we'll see what's going on here in a moment. Let me just do a quick a timetable for this evening before we kind of get through some results. Yeah. So clearly we'll get there's currently now in the evening session a 1500 meters are on track for women. We'll get the pentathlon long jump, also high jump final for women as well. That should be very exciting there. If we could take a quick look at that kind of start list, you thought the likes of Lara Slav should be doing something really fantastic. I think fantastic athlete already this year at 204, I believe. And so we expect her to do well. Wonder what Topic can do. I think she's particularly interesting kind of an athlete there. So we should get some stuff there. Even likes of Morgan Lake trying to compete here, and Vashti Cunningham as well. We should get decent jumps, I think, this evening. And Ollie Seglas as well, as both her and Manunchik, because I think has been the standout performers, and I suspect the gold medal will come from those two. I was just looking across here. I think they're on 100 meters to go here. It seems like in the first heat of 4 of the women's 1500 meters, and Helu from Ethiopia quite comfortably going across in what seems to be around 4:12, 38, quite easily there. So yeah, good performances we should be getting. Also, I think if we were to quickly look, we should be seeing semifinals for the men's 60 meters. I think a lot of people are looking forward to that. We could go over them really quickly. For a semifinal there, you get to see Fuchs. I thought looked decent today. Not particularly decent. I'm sorry there, but Christian Coleman, the standout performance. I meant for the morning, if you ask me. I think he should comfortably take that. He gets out really well. Shouldn't be much of a big challenge there. There is interesting lineup there. Second semifinal as well. Asimi, I thought looked really good. I mean, it's a quite big lad there, but I expect Akeem Blake to be there. Mario Burke actually did well to get into the mix as well. The Barbados athlete there, and yeah, so. And then obviously Heat 3 or semifinal number 3 will feature the likes of Noah Lyles and Ferdinand Omanyala. Tada today, I think, look well, if I'm not mistaken, probably national record there for Japan. I have to check that for sure. But definitely you expect Noah Lyles there. You want to see him starting better, I think, if he's going to be extremely competitive, because you don't want to get left behind in this situation. Already running a couple 6.4s, which is really good class sprinting from him. And interesting to see him here at the World Indoor Championships. He's on a quest to definitely try and be competitive and across everything. And he's going for everything, as he says this year. What did he say? I think earlier, world domination is part of his specialty. So yeah, I imagine that's what we're going to see. So don't forget to put your comments in and let me know what your thoughts are on some of these performances here. But that is going to be the 60 meters. I think that should be something special to look forward to. And the final obviously is the end of this evening as well. There's going to be men's shot put final. That should be really good as well. A lot of really good athletes there. Brian Krause, of course, is the standout shot putter of a generation, the greatest of all time in my books. You have Big Tom Walsh there as well. Fabry throwing pretty good. This new Jamaican kid on the block that came on the scene last year, won the last Diamond, well, not the Diamond League, but the World Indoor thing, going over 22 meters. So you expect that there's a bunch of guys coming into this with that kind of capability. And I think it's going to be pretty good. Some really good names there. I still have the Brazilian there, Romani. He hasn't, gone over 22 meters, but I think you expect to see some good throws there. Who knows? You could end up in a situation where Ryan Krauser, wins it on the first throw. You never know, but it should be a competitive affair. Good, strong lineup for an indoor meet, especially in an Olympic year. And I suppose World Athletics should be particularly proud of what's going on there. So interesting stuff there. The next on track is the semifinals, I think, of not the semifinal, the second heat of 4 for the women's 1500 meters. I think I can get that timetable up, or at least the results on that might be able to come up really quickly. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to that for sure. Also, yeah. So they're off on the go. Second semifinal here, not semifinal, but heat rather. Bell of Great Britain is just out there. Hall from Australia as well. It's pretty. I think it's going to be a really easy going out at first. Yeah, so I think Hall is in good position there. I want to see what Hiltz can do, the USA athlete. Yeah. But we anticipate some interesting stuff here. Let me know where you're joining me from. Put your comments in if you are excited for this World Indoor. A lot of big names did show up to the World Indoors, and that's always important. Scotland, the track, people are talking about the speed of the track. I think it's recently laid as well, so we should expect some interesting stuff here, right? So we can do. So at about 1,000 meters in, we're thinking about Hall leading. So two. Bell is also in that mix, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Really good running out, I think. Nothing particularly out of the ordinary. I think Bell is stepping up the British athlete there. It's pretty, Hills, Hall, all of them are kind of in the same range. Hills is actually going a little bit wide into lane two. I think she's probably thinking it's important now to start to move up in this thing. Couple laps left here, at least on my end. Yeah. The first heat was won by the Ethiopian in 4:12:32. Yeah, I suspect this is going to be much faster than the first one because right at 1,200 meters they're on 3:18, so 3:26 now getting in around. This is probably going to be somewhere a low 4:05 or 4ish, I would think. Yeah. So it's going to be a really quick thing. Bell is actually making some interesting steps here. Hiltz is running her hard on the back here. Yeah. And Ramson in third from the, but a distant third. So I think it's going to be Hill versus Bell right now. It's going to be a pretty good run here. Bell looks comfortable. Hills is going over into lane two, and it's almost neck and neck, and she passes her at the end. So Nikki Hiltz wins in 4:04:34, just ahead of Bell from Great Britain in 4:04:39, and Ramson 4:06:51. So much faster than Heat One. Let me see if the results are up here. They haven't, piled that up yet, but much faster than what happened in Heat One. Yeah. Really appreciate everybody for joining me. Sorry about that. But yeah, interesting stuff. So yeah, let's get back to, let me see that timetable real quickly again. Once we get out of the semifinals for the 1,500 meters, we will get on the next thing on the track will be the semifinals for the men's 1,500. So once the heats are over, rather, for the women's 1,500 meters, then next on track will be the semifinals for the men's 60 meters, which should be an interesting affair. This morning, fairly decent running there. And yeah, that should be exciting. I'm also looking forward to the to men's shot put. I think currently the long jump pentathlon is going on, and it looks like a slightly gloomy evening there. Well, it's night already, so gloomy is not the right word. It looks slightly wet, at least on the ground there in Glasgow. So interesting stuff so far. I think if you are Kenya this morning, you would have been disappointed. I think in some ways to to not advance any athletes into the men's 800 meters, and certainly a country with such a long tradition. Some of their keen athletes, they missed that out. So yeah, yeah. Interesting stuff going on right now in the evening session here. Tomorrow, obviously, we'll end up seeing a lot more to come. But let me see if I can refresh the results here. Yeah, so that's heat number one, heat number two. Good running there again. So Nikki Hills, as we saw, ending up going a bit wide, but clearly going wide and winning. I think Bell was quite comfortable running a really good race there, and I thought Ramsden also a national record, obviously for the Kiwi there, and getting into the automatic qualification there. Right, so first three heat in each heat will advance to the next round, and so that's how it's going to work. Yeah, so we have heat number three coming up next on the track, and there we'll see uh, Emily McKay from the United States. We have obviously great Ethiopian there. Weltelje is there as well, and yeah, so Paris from Spain. Yeah, some interesting lineup here. You just need to qualify. Get in the top three, and you advance to the next round, and that's the most important thing uh, for this evening. Yeah. Yeah, I just big on screen right now. You see the big cowboy man, Ryan Krauser, walking out here. Looking forward to what he has to do this evening. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But so far, I mean, interesting stuff. You just got to get in the top three here. You got Perez. Uh, Telling you, Welteja is a big talent. I think she's definitely someone I want to see over this distance. Yeah. But good stuff coming up tonight. All right, so definitely off. Yeah, so Perez is out. I think pretty decently. Well, is in the mix. Quite not particularly fast getting out there. Perez already trying to establish some kind of a lead here. Yeah, yeah, quite easy. Nothing spectacular going on right now. I think Perez just a little bit ahead of Welteje. Has her in our sights. Alfonso in the mix as well. Pauldry. Yeah. On my screen, about 5 laps to go here. I think about getting at 1,000. This is getting around. Interesting stuff here. Yeah, it's pretty easy pace running. I think we're looking at what, like 3:21 at the 1300 meters, or 3:37 somewhere. Weltage, I think, is going to probably overtake Alfonso at some point here. And yeah, quite easy. Weltage takes the lead. There's a bunch of people coming around behind Perez there. Alfonso, McKay. This looks like a training run for Deribi. Very much a training run here. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be much. This is gonna be slower than the second heat for sure. Probably gonna be faster than the first, I think. But yeah, there's a bunch of women trying to step it up a little bit, including Perez, who looks, her face is struggling. She's probably not gonna be in the mix here. Alfonso is gonna be in the mix. I think Emily McKay as well is coming up here. So yeah, it's gonna be Weltel J, Alfonso, and the American. Yeah, this is what's gonna happen. And Perez, who was trying to probably push the pace early, is quite distant in from third and fourth right now. So she's very, very unlikely to even factor here. Yeah, very disappearing. So it's top three on the bend right now. Very easy for Deribi, and Alfonso is trying to kind of follow her. Easy run, 407 here. Quite easy. Let's see if I can get some results up here. Let's see if the results are. Yeah, I'm still waiting on, I guess, World Athletics to update that one, but yeah. But easy run for Diribi. Very much a training run. The results here as well. So, and a quick update in the women's pentathlon. Uh, Girivini at 626, Doctor 620, Vit 620 as well, Vaninen at 619. So those are the top four right now in the pentathlon. We expect to get other semi, the other heat rather on track soon. Uh, we expect heat four to be on track. So heat three, Walteje 407.17 ahead of Alfonso 407.55. Maybe it's gonna get up on here right now. Right. And so that's one, heat one, two, three. Right. So here we have those results right there. Yeah. Right. So we'll see them again on in a couple of days. Well, on Sunday for the finals. Yeah. So that's the qualification there, rather. And so heat four is up next. Interesting stuff. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to, after this is up, we're gonna get a chance to take a look at the 60 meters. Obviously, I can get the timetable there real quickly as well. We're looking forward to the start list for the men's 60 meters, which the finals are tonight. That's your lineup. So if all important people make it through, so you need the first two for automatic to qualify. You expect out of heat number three, the likes of a Noah Lyles to come through, maybe Ferdinand Amanyala if they can get the automatic spots right there. But it was good running today from Tada, from the Japanese. That was really excellent running. Obviously, Murray from Canada this year is also around 6:55. And so, looking at some interesting stuff, the Liberian guy, Matadi, also 6:53. So, it's not going to be quite easy. And you definitely want to get out a good. You got have if you're no allies, you got to get a good start. These guys aren't anywhere as fast as you. I mean, maybe Omaniala can hang with you with some speed if he's in form. You never know what kind of form Ferdinand is in, but just be in the mix. You're in the mix, you're fine. You know, uh, I would say the same for Nakeem Blake here. 6:42 as his PB's already ran 6:45 a few weeks ago when Noah Lyles pipped him. So I think he should feel comfortable. He looked fairly okay today in the first round this morning. Uh, I like this I like Esimi as well, 6:54. A couple of guys here. Only one person under 6:50 in the likes of Akeem Blake. Mario Burke looked decent today as well. And so I think this is an easier semifinal rather. And in semifinal number one features Christian Coleman, the world record holder over 60 meters at 6:34. Already gold medals at the World Indoor, and so this should be an interesting run. Uh, we lost Ceccarelli today, and early on he had some issues coming out. But there's Fuchs there. There's Larson at 6:59. The other Italian looked decent this morning, Ali at 6:57. And so it should be an interesting semi-final watch up. But Noah Lyles, I think, is in imperial shape probably. I think the confidence is really high. He's talking big game, but he's backing it up. So I'm really looking forward to this. Uh, I dare I say it, it's still a bit early, but it could be a three-way race between Coleman, Lyles, and Blake. But if you were to be honest, Christian Coleman probably looked the best coming out of this morning's first round of the men's 60 meters. So yeah, we're looking forward to some more things on the track. The 60 meters will be up next on the track after heat 4 of the women's 1500 meters. All right. And I'll get back that on the timetable right now, real quickly, just to put a few things up for those. And thank you for joining on this watch along. I'm just having a little fun watching some athletics, and clearly you want to watch with me. I guess there's Lance Brauman there working out with Noah Lyles as he's trying to figure out some block setting there. So I think they're definitely concerned about the start. Noah coming here, I think, is a good thing for him. I'm not quite sure because when you think about it, let me put it in perspective. You know, it's a very long season, but he's very fit. He's probably in his prime right now, and he really wants to put an onslaught on this 100 meters. And so coming here is probably a way in which he can, get some early start work, and this is the best place to do it. And I think Lyles is probably gearing up for that. Really want to see what will happen outdoors. It's going to be a competitive season. Clearly won the 100 meters last year. He was way out there, but he gets back into it and he wins this 100 meters. And I think that gives him the confidence now to say he's ready to try and win the 100 and the 200 at the U.S. national trials come a few months from now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you everybody for joining me. Hopefully you guys are doing well. We're here just doing a watch along. Interesting stuff. Right now on my television screens, I'm just seeing a little bit of some of the Noah Lyles replays here by, I guess, Peacock NBC. But lots of interesting stuff on the track. I don't know why they're not showing the heat four of the women's 1500 meters, unless they scrapped it and I didn't realize. Yeah, but as far as I know, there should have been four heats of this, if I'm not mistaken. So heat four, yeah, they have it. There's an heat, yeah. So that hasn't come up yet. That should have been on track already. So something must be going on, and I just didn't pick up on it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But good stuff so far. I mean, what was going to make it out to be what I think is going to be an interesting evening for track and field. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what are you most excited to see. Are you ready to call the final of the 60 meters from now? Is it too early? But I'm really, really jazzed up on this. I want to see what's going on here because this is going to be some good stuff this evening. Nikki Hills, again, as if you haven't seen, look really good, finishing just a little bit before Bell, who was comfortable. I think I thought Bell was probably the winning that race quite handily, and first heat obviously was won by Helu from Ethiopia, who was really cruising. So I really think we should get a good 1500 meters. At the end, there's another Ethiopian in the mix for the fourth heat, which is not coming up on screen yet. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to some good stuff this evening. And also in the mix of this, you will get the likes of the after the semifinals for the men's 1600, 60 meters rather, we'll get the heats of the men's 1500 as well. That should be a good amount of excitement as well. Likes of Carl Hocker should be in the mix. We're Fogg from Great Britain. Tefera is in there from Ethiopia. So I'm expecting to see some good running there. There, a lot of people are in the mix. We didn't, obviously the person that we all want to see is not at the World Championships for whatever reasons that may be. So we haven't. Some of the big guys in 1500 meters decided not to show up, and I guess it's going to be a classic year for men's 1500 meters as well. When you think about what has happened with the Brits in the last 2 years, Kerr, Whiteman, and Nip Ingebrigtsen, when all said and done, Ingebrigtsen, having a lot of talk of lately as well. So it should be highly competitive. Probably not as competitive as women's 100-meter hurdles this season, or even 60-meter hurdles now, if we're thinking about it. But a lot of interesting stuff, we're starting to see, and maybe we're gonna get to a stage where things are really competitive. Don't forget to put your comments in. I'm not seeing any comments. I'm not quite sure if that part of my thing is working. I'm operating by myself normally. I get some assistance from the producer here, but he's not around. So I don't know if I'm not reading in any comments. So if you're actually putting comments in and I'm not responding to them, I do apologize. That may be a technical issue. Yeah. But in fact, I should see if I can get someone to text this and see if it's just on my end. Well, it works. Yeah. Hi, Darren. How are you doing? Oh, thank you. I'm happy that you were able to get it. It took such a long period in terms of back and forth, and but happy that you got it. Yeah, just here watching a little bit of the World Indoor Championships. Not a another day for track and field, and definitely I'm excited to see what will happen this evening. We have a couple big finals this evening: shot put, women's high jump. I'm really excited for that as well, to see what Larislav and Manunchik and what Olislegas can do. Yeah, no mindset. The finals haven't gone. The semifinals haven't even run yet. So in after we should have another 1500 meters on track. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. We had 3 heats already, and so unless I am mistaken, there's nothing. It, that's the last thing that should be on track, and then in another 3 minutes, based on on World Athletics time, we should get the semifinals for the 60 meters. So I am not quite sure why we are not getting the 1500 meters. I suspect it's probably they had actually ran and I didn't see it. So unfortunately, let me give an update on that. I apologize. I think maybe there are some technical difficulties, or the US stream that I'm watching failed to showcase that. And so the final of the the final heat 4 of the heats uh, went to the French athlete in 4:11. 46, so that's not as fast. Halem from Ethiopia as well, and Stafford from Canada. So maybe I can get a quick summary on this, which would be all the athletes that are qualified for the next stage. Yeah. So as you know, the top 3 goes through. That's the pretty much thing. So the next thing on track is 60 meters. Actually, we're seeing Kristen Coleman right now. Yeah. So let's get back to that. Yeah. This is gonna be should be an interesting kind of mix here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Thanks, KO. Yeah, so let's see what happens here. I think it's Coleman's to lose if you go by what we saw this morning, but that's opening round. I suspect Lyles having not I don't think Lyles I don't know if you guys saw it this morning, but a lot of people are making something about Noah's start this morning, which I don't think it was particularly bad in terms of it wasn't the greatest of start for Noah, but I think he'll be fine. And I know he obviously is very competitive and he would like to win the world title here, but no one goes out thinking winning the world title in the indoors is the greatest thing to do in an Olympic year. So you have to think they're doing this mostly for preparation. Yeah. Yeah, he did look good this morning. He looked really smooth. He came out, and so should it, right? Because most of us are expecting Christian Coleman, as usual, to do his very best when it comes to 60 meters. So yeah, this I expect. Obviously the defending champion isn't here. Marshall Jacobs. There's Ali, that new kid from Italy. Surprise, obviously, if you're thinking about the Italians, that Ceccarelli didn't make it through this morning. But yeah, we're expecting some good stuff right here. I think this should be light work for Kristen Coleman. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this should be light work for Kristen Coleman. Let's see. By all indications, lovely facilities. My colleague Deja is there, and he says it's he's enjoying it there in Let's see what's going on here. It's probably gonna, I'm telling you, it's gonna be this. Kristen Coleman should just like walk through this. It's not even gonna be. I think it's. Oh yeah, Coleman is out really well already. Already, this is over. It's gonna be like 6-4. Yeah, 6-4 to 3. That's a world lead right there. That equals the world lead from Noah Lyles. So getting into shape at the right time, and that is Christian Coleman, just again ahead of this Italian kid Ali, who, well, not just ahead, quite comfortably ahead, in 6:53, 6:55 for Larson, and Fuchs 6:58. So the first two uh, go through, and you have to wait. So both Larson and Fuchs will go into the queue room. 6:55, 6:58. I'm not quite sure if that will last for the first three semifinals there. But Christian Coleman, very smooth, one of the greatest starters of all time. Not much that we can think, not much to think, to dissect there rather. I want to look at it again and see if I can get the results up here on that. I'll try to get a look at that again. I guess they're taking a while here. Yeah, he's out. This Ali kid is really interesting. Really big built. I want to see him out on the flat on the 100 meters. A bit tight for me. I mean, bending a little bit too early for the Ali kid, but I think he has a lot of potential there. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, Kristen worked hard, very low. He's a very compact kind of sprinter there. Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be an interesting. Yeah, you. This is the matchup that we're expecting for sure. Noah and Coleman. Yeah, let's see what others may have to say in the mix. But yeah, that's an equal world lead for Kristen Coleman. Quite possibly more left in the legs. I'm sure more left. He wasn't 100% as smooth as coming out now that I looked at it again. Uh, but a lot, face of concentration, ensuring that you get into that top two. And once you get into that top two, that's what you need. You get a few some rest there, and that will end the program for tonight. When in terms of the last race, so I think that was pretty good from Kristen Coleman there. Also, shout out to 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 Ali for getting into the for getting into an automatic qualification there. So yeah, the Italians are pushing out some interesting sprinters there. You see, yeah. So there you have it, equal world lead for Kristen Coleman, and yeah, Ali and Larson. Well, Ali obviously, Larson in at 6:55. He has to wait and see. But thank you everybody for joining me. It's been interesting day of track and field. I think we lost Ceccarelli early today. I don't know how many people thought Ceccarelli would do anything, but he's not bad indoors, and he had a little stutter step earlier and it's gone. Lost some of the Kenyans in the 800 meters on the men's side. Really good shot put competition this morning. Yeah, yeah. What are you saying there, free range? Why is it so hard to watch track? I'm not quite sure what you mean there, in terms of the difficulty in finding a stream or something like that, or where are you living? It depends. Uh, or is it hard to watch from a what standpoint you mean? Or you mean you can't find access to it? Unfortunately, I can't put it up if that's what you're asking. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, Dorian. I think for sure. Let's see what Noah does, and then let's see what Omaniala might have in store. Obviously, Akeem Blake. I think those are some names that we're looking at, and we'll see. Yeah, yeah. It's not. I mean, if you're in the United States, you have to watch it on Peacock. I don't know if you have Peacock. So Peacock is is the sport, and that's what I'm watching it on Peacock. What the it's the NBC product, so it's you have to pay for it extra. I think it's like they're only streaming it, but if you have that, you'll be able to do it. I know that on some cable packages, when I used to have Xfinity, I think it used to come with it. Then you can buy it afterwards, but you just subscribe to it. That's the way to watch it. I don't know for sure, but maybe World Athletics is streaming it. They usually stream on their YouTube channel, but it won't be in the United States. So you just find a VPN if you have one of those, and that's a way. I actually I don't think he was only there for like backup. I think because it's only two athletes, right? So yeah. So Baker it wasn't going to run, I don't think. Yeah, yeah. So we'll have the second heat coming up, which will feature Asime, that kid too. He looked decent this morning. Akeem Blake from Jamaica, Mario Burke from the Bayesian athlete there. Yeah, yeah. So that's going to be obviously we're going to get to see the Coleman time was equal world lead of 6:43. Let me put it back up there for you. So he equals the world lead, which that was held by Noah Lyles. So there's Brathwaite from the British Virgin Islands lining up in this one here, in the second of three semifinals. Yeah. No, Christian Coleman looks decent. I mean, you equal the world lead, which is not a particularly slow time. I think you're in the mix. You're in the mix. Yeah. Rahman is there. Burke. I like this Burke kid. I think he's a sub. Is he sub 10 already? Right? Like, yeah. So let's see what he can do. Akeem Blake. A lot is on the Akeem Blake shoulders. He has a PB of 6:42 from what last year, right? Was it last year he did that? Yeah. Um. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a Cameroon and a Slovakia, someone from Slovakia, and an Agishida from Japan. Yeah. So this should be interesting here. Yeah. So top two as usual. I expect Akeem Blake to win this. This is I'm thinking should be the class of these guys, and maybe the Cameroonian guy might do something. He looked really good this morning too. A really big lad, almost a little bit too big for my liking. He looks like, but we'll see. It's still early season. Maybe a lean up in time for the outdoor season, but he looks more like like a multi-event in my estimation. But you should see the likes of an Akeem Blake do something here. Yeah, she's better than the rest of these guys for sure. Yeah, yeah. So yeah. So top two will go through automatically, and then you have to wait, which I think the guy who's in the bubble is like what 6:55. I think is in the bubble right now. Yeah, yeah. A little bit of stumble there from the Bahamian athlete, but Akeem Blake gets out pretty decently, and he wins that comfortably. And that Cameroonian guy runs down was coming like a freight train as well. Not a particularly great start from the Cameroonian guy, but Blake gets that in 6:51. National record for the Cameroonian at 6:52. Burke at 6:57, which I think is not good enough already, if I'm not mistaken. In Heat One, it was six. Yeah, actually, He's just put Fuchs out of the Q room, so it's still Larson at 6:55, 6:57 now for Burke, and then we'll have the final heat in a second there. Yeah, yeah. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, 6:51 for Blake. Yeah. No, I guess Noah should win the next one. I mean, for maybe Omanyala might be a factor there in the third semifinal, obviously, but yeah. I don't know if Blake got a particular. I'm seeing a front on view here. Yeah, looks pretty decent. Still low coming up. Easy, good technique. Kind of concentration. Face. This front on is not always helpful to see anything. I want to see a side angle again. But yeah, this guy from Cameroon is interesting. He's a big lad there. Yeah, really big lad. Thanks everybody for joining me. Don't forget to uh, subscribe if it's your first time. Hit the like button if you know. I appreciate it. That's the best way to support. I'll be back tomorrow as well for some of this and wrap this up again on Thursday. Not on Thursday, on Sunday rather. And you know, we're really looking forward to a great track and field season. Lots of other videos on the channel too. So feel free to watch them when you get a chance. So yeah, let me try to get those results up again. So yeah, so that's the first heat. Second heat, Akeem Blake there from Jamaica, 651. Esime from, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Emmanuel from Cameroon, you know, national record in 652. They're really pushing it at the end. So good running there. Those two are there. Mario Burke is now in the queue room. If you are a fan of Barbados or you're supporting the Bajans there, but we'll have to see because in heat number 3 you'll get the likes of Noah Lyles, Ferdinand Omanyala. This morning, too, I also thought Tata ran really well for what may have been a national record. Uh, Matadios, also from Liberia, is in the mix. So I don't know if those guys will make it out. I'm certainly getting my, you know, if I had to put my money on it, it's going to be Lyles, obviously, and maybe Ferdinand. Uh, let's see. Yeah, I think Blake can go. He definitely can. Because already for the season he ran. Was it what 6:45 he ran when Noah Lyles ran him down for the world lead recently, or 6:44 something like that. Let me see. I should know these things off the top of my head. But Akeem Blake for this season. Let's see progressions real quickly. Uh, yeah, so it's done 650. So at New Balance he did 6:45. I mean, you run a 6:45, you're in the mix for a medal, I would say. But who knows, right? It could be, it could take more than that. It could be less given whatever types of, however athletes are. Finals mindset might be interesting. Thanks for saying that. Hit the like button. Yeah. So yeah, coming up next on the track would be the third of the four, not third of no there's 3 heats rather, sorry, 3 semifinals. First 2 automatically qualify, and the second 2 fastest time gets you into the into the final. Currently uh, you have, from heat number 1 you have Larson at 6:55. He's in the queue room. Also Mario Burke from Barbados at 6:57 is in the queue room. You know, both of them are hoping that they can uh, make it into the final there. So they have to see what happens in the last heat here. But top class athletes here. You have Noah Lyles with the world's fastest time at 6:43, just equal in the first semifinal by Kristen Coleman. Uh, Ferdinand Amaniala with a 6:51 as his PB and season best as well. Uh, Matade rather also at 6:52 and 6:52 as well for Tada, the Japanese. So this is not particularly easy. There's a bunch of guys running in the 6.5s that could do something here, and you have to get it right. 60 meters, there's not a lot of opportunities to get it wrong. Clearly, Noah Lyles by far would be the fastest, best speed, endurance of everything, but you know, there's not a lot of opportunities to test that out. So if he gets it wrong, if he's really in the back, it could be a struggle, but I don't think it will, and he should be fine. And looking forward to see what's going on. the Kenyan here, Ferdinand Omanyala, last season I thought ran too many races. I think a lot of people say that from time to time. And yeah, I may have to switch one of my cameras in a second, guys, if I think I may have some interesting issues coming up. So if you see me switch out, don't feel, just know that I'm still here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So big Noah. So Noah Lyles here, face of the sport. Many people think, and Askovich and Mancini finishes out the lineup there, and so that's the starting lineup. But you expect Lyles, you expect Omanyala, and that Matida guy is really extremely big too. Yeah, yeah. You have to do your best here. Oh, that's a good. Oh, the Japanese guy. I was almost looked like he stumbled. He was out there. Now Lyle's having good, but he's coming back in the race. Omaniala, Lyle 647 ahead of Omaniala, and the Japanese kid Tada at 656. I mean, Lyles is mean business. He means business. Yeah, yeah, means business. Yeah. Ferdinand, how you doing? It's a good long time don't see. Hopefully you're doing well there in South Africa. Yeah. 647 for Noah Lyles. Yeah. You're going back to some old guys there, right? You know, I think Soon is back, and Marcel Jacobs obviously is injured. I don't know if he's injured. He's not around, and Marvin Bracy, that's also another story. Yeah, but yeah, that's a good qualification. I think the kid from Japan should have qualified here because he ran. Yeah, he's gonna get the Q. So Larson gets one of the Qs at 6:55. So the final is going to be Coleman, Ali, Larson there from Heat 1, all qualifying. Only Akeem Blake and Assimi from Cameroon qualifies. And in Heat number 3, you also get 3 people going into the final. Noah Elias, Ferdinand Omanyala, and Tade. So looking forward to what will be a great, great final there. Yeah, that kid is coming from nowhere, I think. That's really good running there from him. Good to hear, Ferdinand. Yeah, thank you for joining me, everybody. I really appreciate it. And yeah, in a moment I have to switch my camera just in case, because I'm having an overheat issue. I don't know why. But Tada looked like he stumbled a little bit, but maybe that's the style he has. But his arms are swinging. That left hand is almost taking off his ear. There's a lot of things that he needs to work on here. He's not even running. The left arm is going this way or this way for my left. So there's a lot of things he has to work on. I mean, Noah looked like he stumbled a little bit on like maybe step number 4, but I have to look at that again. Matadi looks good. That dude is too big though. Look at him. It looks like he's running. I don't know what he's. Like a rugby player to me. Yeah. But Noah obviously really fast. This is gonna be a good race. Definitely gonna be a good race. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Noah is the big deal right now. No question about that. No, I mean he's the man to beat. He talks a big game and he's backing it up. So Noah Lyles, we can't really complain about him. Guys, I'm gonna do a quick camera switch. It's not gonna be the greatest camera in the world, I don't think. But I'm having a quick overheating issue here, so let me just uh, do a quick camera switch there. And for audio, I gotta switch my audio real quickly to Sorry about that. I'm just doing a quick switcheroo for now because my main camera is giving a little bit of overheating issues. I'm not quite sure why. I will have to look into that. But yeah, no. So far so good. So this is going to be a top class. Let me do a quick summary on this. World lead obviously by Kristen Coleman, equal world lead 6:43. Noah Lyles also 6:4. So two guys running 6:4. Akeem Blake 6:51 national record also there for the Cameroonian at 6:52 for Omanyala. Ali PB 6:53 and 6:55 for Larson and Tada also at 6:56. So this should be a good race to come up. Let me get some of it. Don't forget to put your comments in. Happy to get them on screen. Happy to talk about them, obviously. Noah looks relaxed, but not sure how much he's saving for the final. Don't know. I don't know if you could have tried to save anything in these two races, to be honest with you, free range, because it's such an interesting thing that if you make mistakes, I think they run hard. That, in other words of thinking about it, 60 meters, especially when you think about someone like Noah Lyles, who are starting his strong point, although he's getting much better at it. If we're being honest, then he probably run as well as he can. Can do that. God will H. To be honest with you, I could, but I don't because that that will lead into all sort of copyright violations. I don't know where you are. Maybe if you're in the United States, you have to watch it on Peacock. I think if you have a VPN, maybe you can watch it on the World Athletics YouTube channel if they're doing it. Wherever you, I'm not quite sure where you are, to be honest with you. Yeah. Hi, Susan. Yeah, that's very good running there. Yeah, I mean it's waving the flag, obviously. You would have been disappointed this morning, right? Like, let me see what flag. Yeah, to lose some of the guys in the 800 meters. Women's high jump in progress right now. I don't know. Olusegas hasn't gone as yet, or Manuchik, but who are they showing right here? Bars at around 184, I think. Yeah, yeah. But this should be a very uh, exciting high jump as well. Yeah. And next up on the track in a second, let me get all of that stuff off the screen real quickly. Up on, let's see where we are in the timetable. We should be getting some 1500 meters, I think, from men coming up in a moment. Then we'll also have the shot put final, which would be interesting. That should be a really good event. Yeah. First of all, I don't show the races, so I if you don't want to hear this, then you have to go on another channel. I'm sorry, I don't show races like that. It's illegal for me to show the races. So if you want me to, if you want to, I can tell you where to watch it if depending on where you are. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So sorry guys, if you're here to watch the race, I don't show the races. Yeah. So Alislag is now in the league at 188. Yeah. If you're in the United States, Michael, you have to watch it on Peacock. So Peacock is streaming it, which is the NBC streaming service. Yeah. So they have it there. They have the morning session too to catch up as well. They have the rights. Yeah. Yeah. What Jacobs are you talking about? That happened. You mean last year, right? But it, in the last World Championship, you mean? Sorry, last indoor championships. But Jacobs isn't around this year. Yeah. Yeah. So men's 1500, Tafara is there as well. Let me get up some of that the start list there for those of you who wants to see the start list. But Samuel Tafara should expect him season best this year already at 3:34. Fogg also has a 3:34 and 3:35 for the Swede as well. So this should be an interesting race. So after that's up, obviously we'll get back to 400 meters on the on the track as well. We'll get we'll get semifinals for women and men. That should be good. Lika Klava looked really good this morning, obviously. Femke Bol, world record holder. If all things go well, you expect Femke to be probably running sub 49 for indoors, which would be really a spectacular feat. So right now, we're in the mix for the just a quick update on the high jumpers. Obviously, Lyles is obviously in the lead right now at 188. I think Manuchik has already passed at 184 and 188. So I think she might come in at 192 or something like that. So Vashti Koninen didn't start for the United States, so that's unfortunate. We've already lost the Romanian Daniel Stanucic, if I'm pronouncing that well. She hit the bars for failures rather at 184. Morgan Lake is in the mix. So far Lake has missed at 188. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. Manuchik hasn't jumped as yet, so she's passed. But I think the gold medal obviously will go down to between Jaroslav Manuchik and Alislagas. 1500 meters for men is on the track. I have to catch up on that a little bit. Let's see what's going on here. Yes, it did happen. The semifinals happened already. Unfortunately, you missed those. But first semifinal was won by Kristen Coleman, equaling the world lead of 6:43. Second semifinal won by Akeem Blake. Third one by Noah Lyles, 6:47. So two men under sub 6:50, and it should be a good final. Yeah. Actually, I have to check. I don't think he is. To be honest with you, free range. I had looked at the initial starting lineups for stuff. I have to go look again. I don't think he is though. Yeah. Actually, there is no 200s. What am I saying? Yeah. Let's see. Hobbs Kessler, your favorite for the 1500 meter. Yeah, he looked. Yeah, looked really good. To be honest with you, I mean, it's unfortunately. I mean, let's see what Hocker can do too. I think he in the mix, but where was it? I was gonna say that some of the big guns aren't here. Obviously, there's no Whiteman, no Kerr. Obviously, there's no. At least in 1500 meters, and no Inga Britson for sure. But Kessler, I think he looked really good earlier this season. I expect him to do some interesting stuff as well. Yeah, and just to be clear, there's no 200 at World. Yeah, World Indoors. Yeah, thanks for saying that too. When you were saying that, I was like, I thought you meant 400 meters. No, yeah, he could have showed up at the 400 meters. That would have been interesting. Yeah. So first semifinal won by or first heat rather won by Hocker right there in 3:39.32. In front of the Swede Philistrom 3:39.63 and Samuel Tefera from Ethiopia 3:39.66. And the qualification is pretty easy. The first three, and you're through. Men's shot put final, that's going to be really, really interesting stuff there. You got world record holder, the greatest of all time in the mix, Ryan Krauser. You have Big Tom Walsh is there. Fabry is there. There's a Jamaican kid, Campbell, who looks like he's getting into some form as well. Is Romani is there too. I think there's a bunch of interesting guys there for the shot put. So looking forward to that. things coming thick and fast right now at this World Indoor Championships. Coming up soon will be obviously the final at the top of the hour of the 60 meters. Let me see if I can get some results here for you guys to come up on the screen, or let's get back on a quick timetable here. Yeah, so just so you know, after the shot put is about to begin, after the 1500 meters, they'll get onto the get to the semifinals for the 400 meters quick start list there if you want to see some of those things. Stacey Williams from Jamaica, the French athlete, Rossier, I can't even pronounce that, to be honest with you. I need to check that on that. I think Lika Klava for me stand out. If it wasn't for Femke Bowl this year, I think we would be looking at the gold medal for Lika. I think it's 1-2 Netherlands at this. Talita Diggs, really good athlete as well, this year with a season best of 51.23. So that's the first semifinal there. First three will qualify. And in heat number 2, you're going to get, the big gun. Femke Bowl, lowering our world record this year, 49.24 as the new world record. Alexis Holmes is also a really fantastic athlete from the United States. Obviously, she had both fortunate and the unfortunate thing on the World Championships last year in the mixed 4x4 and also in the flat 4 and also in the regular 4x4. But she's a really interesting athlete too. Yeah. Where are you located? If you tell me where you're located, if you're in the United States, then you have to watch it on Peacock. Otherwise, I'm not quite sure. There is a thing that let me see something. I used to have a list of where all the streams are for this World Indoor Championships. World Athletics normally puts out something there. I'm operating by myself today, to be honest with you. So some of these things I don't. My producer would look for me. Let me see real quickly. If you're in the United States, obviously Peacock and then they'll also do some broadcasting on their regular TV. I think CNBC might have some of these things as well. For Sunday, I think World Championships normally put out a list of where you can watch it. I'm trying to think. Okay, so here you go. If you're in, let me see where you are first. You gotta tell me where you are. You haven't told me, so I'm not quite sure. But if you're in Canada, it's the CBC. In Brazil, Globo. If you're in Argentina, TYC, Super Sport. In Sub-Saharan Africa, Morocco, SNRT. Algeria, EPTV. Jamaica has Television Jamaica, El Salvador, Spring Media, Costa Rica, Spring Media, Chile, Spring Media. So yeah, depending on where you are, I can point you to to how to watch it, to be honest with you. If you're in the United Kingdom, then the British Broadcasting Corporation has the exclusive rights. So it just depends on where you are. Yeah. What you're saying here, Ferdinand, Lika is number 9 all time. She can go sub 50. Alexis Diggs will run for bronze, obviously. Yeah. Yeah, I think she could go sub 50. Yeah, definitely. I think if you are asking me tonight, then Lika should try to go sub 50. That would be a real marker for her. And then Femke should go sub 49. That would be a fantastic way to set it up for, well, not tonight, obviously, but in the final. Yeah. Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate the subscription there. Thank you so much for subscribing. Yeah, you could follow likewise. If you haven't, best way to support my channel is just to like videos and also to subscribe if you don't subscribe. You can hit the notification bell as well, because those things let you know when I go live, when we drop new videos. And yeah, so thank you all. Thank you guys for your support. I'll be here tomorrow as well. Definitely wrap this up tonight as soon as it's over. So yeah, I'm getting a little look at the 2022 World Indoor shot put final. They're showing some stuff from last time. Oh yeah, but Fabri had won this last. No, Romani rather that won it last year. Yeah, into yeah. So yeah, it should be a good shot put competition. I'm really I think the shot put is in a really healthy place as well. Should be a fantastic thing for coming out at this World Championships. Not World Championships, the Olympic Games later on this year. I'm really expecting some big stuff there as well. So let's quick look at again on the start list. Yeah, thanks so much, Ferdinand. Quick look at the start list again. You'll have Fabri, obviously the Italian, in good form. 22:37 is his both PB and also his season best. Rajendra Campbell from Jamaica, who is having a good season, breakout year last year, throwing 22 meters. Didn't do as well at the World Championships as I suspect he wanted to. This season has been throwing sparingly as well, but been at the World Indoor Meets, and at the last one, he beat Tom Walsh and he went over 22 meters. And so he has uh, a big 22:16 this year over in indoor. And so it's good stuff. You have Walsh, Big Tom Walsh, as usual. Favorite for me, Ryan Krauser. I don't care if you haven't seen Ryan Krauser throw much this season or whenever. Once he steps into a shot put circle, he's definitely the favorite for me. And so we expect to see it. Obviously, defending champion from Brazil is there as well. And so it's a good feel, I think, assembled here. Weir, as well as a good guy, that Italian kid is also good. And so there's a bunch of people in the 21 range, clearly, people who can do the 22. And who knows, depending on whatever shape or how excited the big Ryan Krauser gets, he can break world records. He's that kind of guy. Yeah. So I'm anticipating what will happen there. So that should be a good final 1500 meters. I think I don't know. My stream is not showing the second heat of the 1500 meters, which already happened, to be honest with you. So I think Peacock or NBC has all are taken over the stream, and they're doing interviews with Ryan Krauser, which I don't mind, but they're not showing the 1500-meter race. So I guess the second heat was won by the Moroccan rather in no, did he? No. Actually, let me take that back. Let me check on other results here. Yeah. So yeah, it was actually let me take that back. So the second heat was won by Nordas, 3:15 92. Is that what happened in heat one? 3:15.92. Well, I can't. No, actually, it's not won by that. That would be a world record. It's actually in progress rather. And so right now they are at maybe at a 1400-meter mark at 3:28 at a 40. And so I'm not seeing that now, to be honest with you. So I can't even comment on this. It's really ridiculous that NBC is like switching this thing up on me. Yeah. So yeah. So Nordas has won the second heat of the 1500 meters for men at 3:42.09. The Spanish athlete in second, Adel Mekal, at 3:42.85. And the South African, Ryan, I don't know how to pronounce this, Ferdinand. I'm going to butcher South African. Mfalaleli. I don't know if that's definitely not how it's pronounced. He's in third at 3:42.97. So those three automatically make it into the next round. The first three gets into the final. All right. So heat number 3 will be up next. I have not seen the race, to be honest with you, because I'm seeing commercials right now from the Peacock stream that I'm watching. Yeah. All right. So yeah, good stuff so far. Let's see if I can get the heat number 2 up here. If they can get me these results, I guess not. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. Let's get some results here. 1500-meter results. I think, yeah, heat one is that. I don't know, just running a little bit slow for my liking. Heat two, yeah, there you have it. So yeah, that's happening right now. We'll end up in a situation soon where we'll get to some 400 meters. So two more heats are left. Well, actually, yeah, the heat number three and then heat number four of the men's 1500 meters. And then we'll get to 400 meter semifinals alongside now what the shot put has been started. Then they'll have the 800 meters for the pentathlon to end the day, and the final race of the evening at 21:45 their time will be the 60-meter final, and that will feature a great lineup. So both Christian Coleman is in lane 4, Noah Lyles lane 5, Akeem Blake in 6, Ferdinand Omanyala in 7, Henrik Larsson in 8, Assimi in 3, Ali in 2, and Tada in 1. So this is going to be a hot final, very hot final here. Yeah. And so that's how it starts. And the pentathlon also will feature. Let me see what the leaderboard, the combined points right now in the women's pentathlon has the Finnish athlete Vaninen leading at 3,861 points. Norwitz, the Belgian athlete, is in second at 3,852. And the Netherlands, the Dutch athlete, Doctor, in 3,634. And so just about 10 points ahead of the Italian in 3,624. Hawkins at 3,619 for the United States, rounding out the top 5 there. And just the 800 meters left, and that will be it for the pentathlon. And that should be interesting. Shot put is in progress right now. So far, Ryan Krause is in the lead at 22:36. Right now, Manuchik is on the high jump, going over quite easily there. I don't know what number that, what distance that is, or height rather it is, but it's pretty straightforward there for Yaroslav, who's gone 204 already for the season. So such a world class jumper, the Ukrainian athlete. Yeah, that's at 192. That's like she does that in her sleep. So far, Ryan Krause is in the lead at 22.36 meters. Tom Walsh 22:07. Fabry is already at 22:96. Gill 20:76. And Mihailovic, the Croatian, 20:28. And so far, foul attempts for Campbell, Stanek, Amir Hassan, and Romani, alongside with Chukwu, who I actually know from Nigeria as well. And Steen as well. They have all failed at attempt number 1 in the men's shot put. I say it, I think Krause has already won the shot put, because I think 22:36 is already probably too much for the rest. So if this is not unlike Ryan Krause to win shot put on the first attempt. Lili, okay, yeah, I don't know if I still got it, but thanks for sharing that pronunciation further. Next time we gotta get you on the when next we go live, I get my producer to be on. We can make you call in, and you can tell us how to pronounce that. But yeah. So currently now, I think heat 3 of 4 of the men's 1500 meters. I'm able to watch that now. I couldn't see heat 2 for sure. Yeah. So yeah. So there's the Canadian athlete in it. There's Mario Garcia, who should be the Spanish athlete. There's yeah. Let me see if I can take in some of this. See what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, good. So, but thanks everyone for joining me. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Best way to support me. Yeah. So let me just see if I can get some data up on this as well. So there's about 5 laps to go on my end. I may be a little bit behind. Men's 1500 meters. There's some good guys in this mix here. So everybody is bunching up. The Portuguese athlete, the Ethiopian is in the lead a little bit now. The Canadian guys there. It's that guy from Puerto Rico, Garcia also from Spain as well. Everybody's in the mix now. I think they're gonna try to break for it. On my end, there's like a couple laps left. I don't like where the Ethiopian guy is now. He's probably getting pushed back. Yeah, everybody's getting up in the mix now. There's the Portuguese athlete Nadar, the Canadian guy Lum. It's a bunch of 4 guys now. Well, it's a big sprint to the end right here. Like this is gonna be interesting here in this last thing. Everybody's like pushing now. Yeah. The Portuguese guy is there, the Canadian guy. The, the Ethiopian guy's gonna get run out too. Yeah. Yeah, there's a big sprint there by oh the Ethiopian guy fell. Oh my god, he got 2 guys collided there. I don't know what happened there. So it's like it's the Portuguese guy near Alum, Garcia in third, and Mahiri got up and he's running though. So I think he's trying to make sure he completes the race to see if he'll get in on a technicality, not a technicality, on some fault. Yeah. So Peter, everyone, I think Akeem Blake might surprise. Okay, yeah, I mean, who knows? I think he can. I mean, it's in the mix. I think he has to get out really well. I think to win the 60 meters tonight requires you to get out extremely well. Kristen Coleman has to get out well. He's always getting out well. You want to have some distance on Noah because if he's in the mix beside you, he's going to take you down, I think. And there's also, I think, a feeling, that kind of pressure when he gets up to you. But it would be good to see Akeem Blake on the medal podium for sure. Right now, it seems to me as if it would be between Kristen Coleman and Noah Lyles. And, maybe, I don't know if Blake can actually win, but I think he's good enough to get on the podium. Obviously, there is also Amanyala. There's, the other people as well that can spring some surprises there. So, yeah, that should be an interesting final. I think it's going to be, it's a good way to start the evening, a good final to have in the evening session as well. Yeah. I can get back really quickly on some of the shot put results so far. We're still into the results I have is still attempt number 1. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys all didn't register marks in the first attempt. Ryan Krause obviously leading at 22:36. Tom Walsh in second at 22:07. I actually think this is over already. I don't think any of the other guys can throw 22:3. I don't think they can do that tonight. So yeah, I just want to see what kind of series Krauser will do. Let's see if we can get some marks for likes of Campbell and Romani for sure. But that might be close to be over. Let's see. So let me get some. We have one more heat after this in the men's 1500 meters, and that will take us to the people who get into the final. So heat 4 will come up in a second. I don't know. I think World Athletics moving a little bit slow for my liking. Yeah. You actually think Blake can take the gold? It can be. I mean, it's open. I don't know if it's that open, but he has the capability. Akeem Blake has run this year's run 6:45, not too far out from the rest. He has has another six. Was his PB 6:43 or 2? So he definitely can be in the mix. It would be it would definitely spoil the pre-race favorites in terms of everybody has either Coleman or Lyles. It's being built up as that right now, so it certainly changed the dynamic there. But if that were to happen, I would be pleasantly surprised, but also it would be cool to see, right? So I'm not upset about. I wouldn't be upset about it. Yeah. So you got men's 1500 meters coming up here. The final for the final of 404 rather. Sorry. So this should end it. There's Callum Elson too. That British guys in the mix. Hobbs Kessler here, one of the favorites for the gold medal, is in the mix as well. Yeah. So it should be good. Keter as well from Kenya. I mean, the Kenyans haven't been doing as great as you anticipated this morning. Obviously, both Kenyans didn't make it through to the 800 meters. They were both in the queue room at one point, and they had to come out. So we'll see. So this is the final of the 4 heats. There's the Serbian guy in it as well, Bibic. So let's see what happens. You just have to top 3 and you're through. As simple as you like. Yeah. Yeah. And so this is what finals be on Sunday. So you definitely want to get out there. Good looking track there. Keter in the lead, I think, early, but I think the Serbian is in the mix too. Nothing. Yeah, they're all running easily. Kessler is there as well. You just want to be comfortable. You want to push the pace to where you want. What's going on here? Trying to get some stats on it, but I can't see so well from here. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, we've just lost the British athlete. It looks like. Oh my God, he's holding his Achilles area behind the calf, or I hope he's okay though. If he actually pulled his Achilles, maybe he would be on the ground. Hopefully it's just cramp. But we've lost the great British athlete from Great Britain, Elson. Yeah. So let's see. That's unfortunate for that for the Brit. So you got Beamish in the mix, Kessler, Bibic. And then the Kenyan is in the mix. The Kenyan's in second now. You got Kessler. Got to start making a mark here at some point. He's in third. Yeah. The Serb is getting passed right now by Keta and also by Hobbs Kessler. I think he's out of steam. I suspect the Beamish from Canada might just come, or New Zealand rather, might come in the mix. And the Canadian athlete is in the mix as well. Going a little bit wide into lane 2, going back into lane 1 now. Still in lane 2. Yeah. So Bibic in third as the moment, but Keta is there. You have Hobbs Kessler behind him. And Beamish and Hobbs Kessler just kind of stutter step in there, almost trying to avoid each other. Yeah. So Keta and Hobbs Kessler, I think the both of them run good. They realize they're in 1, 2, and then Beamish. So those are the 3 guys that will qualify from the final heat. Keter, Hobbs Kessler rather, and Beamish from New Zealand. Bibic from Serbia, unfortunately, out along with the Canadian and the Belgian athlete. And we lost the athlete from Great Britain who went down on the track holding his holding behind the calf here and near the Achilles, which is not a good thing. I actually know what that feels like to rupture an Achilles tendon. It's not good. So let me see if World Athletics are updating right now. They're at least on this end, it's not updating as fast as I want to. Yeah. So that's it for the 1500 meters. Let me give you some updates on the men's shot put right now. Ryan Krauser had a fall attempt in his second attempt. Tom Walsh 21.65, so he hasn't added to his first round throw of 22.07. Fabry is a no throw as well in a fall attempt in his second attempt as well. So Krauser still in the lead. Yeah. The Jamaican actually has 2 X's at this time now. Both attempt 1 and 2. So that's not good. So we'll see what's going on here. Romani in the mix now, up into 4th. Season best for him at 21.11. Fabry is in 3rd. So far, the medal positions are Krauser, Walsh, Fabry. We'll see what happens next. Okay, so after that, now we're gonna get women's. In about 6 minutes or so, the women's 400 meters are on the track, and that should be really a cracking affair. So this is the summary. Let me finish off with the summary for the 1500 meters. That's what we have here. This is not a good summary from World Athletics. I don't know why they put it that way. But let's get back on a quick timetable here. And we're going to put up the start list for the women's 400 meters. And that's what we're looking at. In another 4 minutes, we will start to see women's 400 meters where you have Stacey and Williams from Jamaica, 51.86 her season best. Rosé from France, 51.67. I don't even know how to pronounce some of these names. It's like Gogwali from at 51.43. The Irish athlete Maud Selly at 51.96. Lika Klava, fine form, 50.10. I think she's second best in the world. Talita Diggs at 51.23 for a season best as well. So we're looking at, I think, what would be a comfortable victory here for Lika Klava. All she has to do is to qualify. The first 3 gets through to the final, and it's simple. as you like. And then we'll get on to second semifinal that will feature Femke Bol, who is just a fantastic athlete. Kind of makes you wonder what she'll do outdoor this year. Superb athlete. And there's also Holmes from America there, Alexis Holmes. It should be an interesting uh, a run there. So I'm getting a chance to see some of these throws from the shot put guys. Tom Walsh there. I guess they're showing his first throw, so which was at 22 what 07 or something like that. Yeah. So the Nigerian athlete is in fourth position now at 21-28. So Enikiwichi, or they call him Chuku here, I think. Where I've seen him train a couple of times, but yeah. Yeah, that was his semifinal run. He looked good for sure. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we're just looking forward to what's coming up next. I'm getting to see Manuchik over. This is what I want. Well, I don't know what is this. This 196. I don't know what number she jumped over here. Let me check that. Yeah. So right now the high jump. Yeah, Manuchik is over 197. Alislaga's at 195 right now. Both of them are at. Apostolovsky at 195 as well. That's equaling her PB. So what? And Hansel from Germany 195 too. So three women at 195. Top pick at 196 and Morgan Lake. Now 192 rather, and 192 for Lake as well. But Yaroslav Manuchik at 197. Clean sheet so far. Clean series rather. So the Ethiopian kid that fell, Mahar, he got into the final. He was advanced, so interesting stuff. All right, so we're getting some 400 meters coming up here on the track. It's going to be exciting. So Maudsley, the Irish athlete, is in the mix too. So Gugu Wally and Brozier, and then Stacey and Williams. So Williams, Brozier, Gugu Wally, Maudsley, Lika Claver, and Talita Dix. I suspect I'll go with obviously Claver and probably Dix here. Diggs rather. Yeah, Lika's having a fantastic season. Good So they're in the blocks right now. Obviously, Diggs is really up on the high part of the track out there in lane 6. Someone looked like the fall started. I don't know. There's a recall at the start. Yeah, so there's a hold up at the start. They call back somebody. I guess it might be a faulty start. I haven't seen any reaction. Well, actually, Lika Klava reaction time is 0.037. She's gone. Klava's reaction time is 0.037. If that's true, she's gone. Lika is gone here. But I haven't seen any flags or anything yet. Oh, she got a warning. Lika Klava got a warning. Yeah. She doesn't. You could see her. You could see her heart in her mouth right there. Lika Klava heart in her mouth. Because first of all, you should never be. You should not be doing a false start in a 400 meters. That's like first thing. But if they were strict, she could have been gone. Yeah. No, Eric. I think Omaniala, he looked decent. I mean, I think he's in the mix. I think Omaniala. Obviously, everybody's talking about Coleman and Lyles, rightly so. But I definitely think Omaniala is in the mix for sure. Akeem Blake can be in there. I think those guys can get on the podium for sure. Yeah. Can they get on top of the podium? I don't know. I mean, you got to get a brilliant start and execute well, good transition, and then we'll see what happens. Yeah. I mean, we'll know it's only a matter of time, right? Yeah. Yeah. So they're back in the blocks. First semifinal here. And Lika Klava already up on Talita Diggs there. Yeah, on the back stretch. Running really good. Yeah, she's already in the lead. Stacey and Williams are ahead of, I think, Brozier, I think, there as well. And coming across now, Klava will get to the line first. A little bit of jostling going there. Talita Diggs in the back into second place. Some kind of shifting moving had to happen there. But I think it's going to be Klava easily with Dix. Maudsley is in the mix as well from Ireland. Yeah. First three will automatically qualify. So Diggs is digging hard. But Lika Klava is going to win. Great run from Diggs. Maudsley in third. And those are the three athletes that make it through. Yeah, probably not the smoothest race for Lika, considering what happened in the first, getting that yellow card. Her heart was in her mouth. And so it's 51-18 for Klava, 51-28 for Diggs, Maudsley, 52-16. Those are your qualifiers. Gugu Wally at 52-47. Stacey and Williams of Jamaica, 52-72. And Brozer from France, 53-26. I mean, I think Lika ran the first 200 really well. After that, I'm not quite sure, but I think she was probably a little bit nervous after what happened at the start. Diggs was really trying to win this. I think she's looking for a favorable lane all the way out there in lane 2, going over and almost stepping into 3, trying to take down Lika, but just those didn't have enough to beat Klava there. Yeah, so that's a easy qualification for Lika. Her face looks good. Good run from Diggs as well. Yeah. Oh yeah, Coleman looking pretty dangerous for sure. Yeah, for sure, Captain K. I think he's. I mean, if we're being honest, he might be. He might be the favorite tonight, right? You know, looking good so far. Yeah, yeah, looking good so far. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna switch on. I'm gonna switch back my. Well, I can't. Probably can't do that right now. I just gotta work with this. Right, I just gotta work with my second level camera tonight. I apologize for that, but well, yeah. So that's a good semifinal there. Let me get the results up here. I think I can put these up. Uh, let's get so yeah. That's the results of the first semifinal. Clava 51-18 ahead of Diggs, Maudsley, and Gugu Wally. So those three go through. Second semifinal is on track in a second, and it will feature the world record holder in Femke Bowl. Alexis Holmes is in the mix as well. In the meantime, let's see what's going on in the women's high jump real quickly. So in the women's high jump, Olislagers has gone over cleared 197. So she's into second still, obviously. But both her and Yaroslav Manuchik has a perfect series so far at 197. On a second attempt, Olislagers did it. No one else has managed to gone over 197 as yet. And yeah, Apasta. I'm trying to remember how you pronounce this. Apostolovsky, I think she's in third at 195. All right, so that's where we are at the high jump. We're going to go quickly and see what's happening in the men's shot put. The men's shot put, the Jamaican has failed on all three attempts, so he's done. That's really a big disappointment from Rajendra Campbell, especially coming off of that victory in the last meeting of the World Indoor Gold Tour League, beating Tom Walsh. I haven't seen any of the throws. I should check to see if there's a. I thought there was a specific uh, shot put stream, and I didn't put that on, to be honest with you. There may be one of those, but I haven't seen his throws. But that is certainly a massive disappointment by the Jamaican athlete, because he was coming into the championship with a 22 over 22 meters, one of four guys going over 22 meters. So that is somewhat disappointing. The Ryan Krause is still in the lead at 22:36. He's still his third attempt just 22 meters on the dot. Tom Walsh third attempt 21.06 rather, and Fabry third attempt at 20:58. So no change so far in the top three right now. Yeah. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, Lika for sure. She's fantastic there, Ferdinand. So second semifinal in women's 400 meters coming up. I'm just getting a glimpse again at the world record by Femke Bol. They're showing it. That was a fantastic run, beating Lika Klava. So this year we've had some good runs this year over. I don't think so. No, not in my books. Freddie. I don't know if any of them can run 6'3". You know, that's a tough. If someone's gonna run 6'3", I would suspect it would be like, 6'3", 9", maybe. I don't know if anybody can get close to the world record. I don't think Kristen Coleman is in that kind of shape, and I'm not quite sure Noah Lyles is in the world record shape. Do you think he can do that? I mean, that would be a really spectacular performance if someone were to run the world record in the 60 meters. I can't see it. I could potentially see a 6. A 6:39, but I don't know if we can get down to the world record. Yeah. Yeah. So second semifinal on the track right now, and it's gonna be Femke Bowl probably, right? Easily. Let's see what happens here. Right. So I expect it's gonna be Femke, obviously. My money's on, well, everybody's money's on Femke, then probably Alexis Holmes. I mean, I don't know what we'll see with Jager or Nielsen or so. Let's see what happens. And Femke is just in fantastic shape all last season into this season. She's just getting better and better. Okay. Yeah. So Femke, she got out a little slower than she should, but she's already made up the stagger on the athlete in lane 6, which is the British athlete Nielsen. Alexis Holmes is also running really good as well. But I think coming across now, definitely Femke will take the lead at 200 meters and 23:73, it looks like. And Alexis Holmes right behind her. And Femke is actually easy. She's not running particularly hard, much within herself. Definitely, only top 3 can make it through. Niels is not in the picture right now. Jaga is in the lead, is in front of her, but Niels is coming down. So it's Femke, Alexis Holm, and right on the line there is the Great British, the athlete from Great Britain, Nielsen. So it's 50-66, comfortable for Femke, 50-99 for Alexis Holmes, and Nielsen in 51-44. Not even a sweat from Femke Bo. She's not even breathing heavy. Jaga in the end in 4th place in 51-48, just edged out by the athlete from Great Britain. So tough luck there. Yeah, yeah. So you're thinking that's what's gonna hold on? Let me see what's going on. You're thinking 6:37, 6:39. Yeah, I think a 6:39 might be possible. It depends on what happens, But I don't really, I can't see world record. I don't see that. The shot put go to shot put stream. I gotta go look at that in a second to be honest with you. Making it to the podium in the 60 final would be quite impressive for anyone other than Blake, Lyles, and Cole. That's good. I can't really, disagree with that. Let me give you some shot put stuff on the way right now. So the shot put is in progress. It's give me a second there. So right now, Ryan Krause is in the lead from his first throw at 22:36. He's in the lead. Second attempt, he was a foul. Third attempt, 22 meters. So it's Krause in the lead in 22:36, followed by Tom Walsh from New Zealand, 22:07, and Fabri from Italy, 21:96, and the Nigerian and Chukwueze. I don't remember how to pronounce his name, and I actually know this guy. They just call him Chuku for short at in 21:28, and Gill from New Zealand is also in 5th position now at 21:18. Weir just got up in the mix he just passed the Nigerian athlete Zayn Weir at 21:31. So, but I think the shot put is definitely over. I don't think anybody else will throw further than 22:36. I mean, you never know. 4 attempts, 3 more attempts left for Ryan Krause. The biggest disappointment, I would say, for the night in the men's shot put would have to be Rajendra Campbell from Jamaica coming into this championship. The last event he was at, he threw over 22 meters and he failed to make any marks this evening. So that's unfortunate for him and also for Jamaica. But that's the kind of roundup on the shot put right now. Yeah. Yeah, good day. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate you on the channel. Ferdinand is saying Lika is good 200 athlete. That is why she can chance for the best lay. Put her and Femke together, and they are a team. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a Femke Lika battle, but Alexis Holmes looks decent. Talita Diggs, you never know what can happen there as well. But if we're being honest, I think the benchmark is obviously Femke Ball. Can she go below 49 seconds? I think she can, running quite comfortably here. It would be good to see maybe a 48.99 world record. That would be something special to observe. And then for Lika Klaver, going sub 50 would be a tremendous kind of achievement as well. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that's where we are. Let's see. Let me get back some more stuff since you're asking about shot put. Steen is way down. Steen is at in 11th place right now. He's done, I think. He won't get any more throws. So, because he's best of 1997. Uh, who else did you ask about? Yeah, and yeah. So that's where we are. I mean, I think Krause is already winning this. I don't think anybody can go far. Uh, I mean, Krause has already gone 22-33, 22-36 is his first attempt. Women's high jump so far, Manunchik was in the lead and she had a clean thing. But Alice Legas is now in the lead at 199. She made 199 on her third attempt. Manuchik has already failed at 199 twice. So we have to see what's going to go on there. I think the bronze medal will go to Apostolovsky, if I pronounce that correctly. I definitely didn't. But Olislagas is in the lead right now at 199 on her final attempt at one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So right now, Manuchik has to go to take back the lead, but Olislagas is in the league right now. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so the high jump is going on so good so far. So yeah, really interesting stuff. Next up on the track, obviously, will be men's 400 meters. Uh, and then we'll have pentathlon 800 meters, and then the final of the 60 meters, and that will end the night. And exciting stuff. Let's see if Manucha can get over this. She's the indoor champion. She's the best in the world. And she's unable to clear at 199. And that means Nicola Oleslagas from Australia is our new high jump champion, world indoor champion. Manuchik, Yaroslav Manuchik, has suffered defeat. That's not something that she's used to. Yeah. Yeah, Olislagas looked like she could have gone. Not Olislagas. Manuchik looked like she could have cleared that, but in the end she couldn't. So yeah, I got to be honest. I know Nicola and Manuchik are very close this year in terms of what is it, 203 versus 204. But I thought Manuchik could have won. So that's good jumping there from Nicola. So we have the men's 400 meters on track right now. I think that's the semifinal there. Can you see what's going on there? That should be a good run there as well. Appreciate everybody. Don't forget to smash that like button. Jeremy Richards from Trinidad. He's the defending champion. Didn't look so particularly well. He looked good in the first 200 meters this morning, but then he didn't look so good. He had to qualify on a small queue this morning. Yeah, very very. He made it in on the last. So let's see what's happening here. Yeah, so we'll see what happens here. It's getting out. Richards is already up on the guy in lane 2, but he's not. I don't think he's going to come across well there. I think the guy from Belgium, Dom, is looking really good too. Yeah. So 21:47 for the first lap there. Yeah. So the Portuguese athlete and Dom from is in the mix as well, and the guy from Belgium, or Doom, or whatever his name is. So it's going to be the guy from Belgium. 45:69 there. Colilo from Portugal, national record 45:98, and the Hungarian athlete Molnar 46:08. That's also a national record. Season best for Richards at 46:64, but well out of the pace for the defending champion there. Yeah. So Molnar runs a really good run to get into the final there. So top 3 gets into the final automatically, similar to the women. It's not particularly spectacular 400 meter running, if I have to be honest with you. Yeah. The shot put results is, I think, where we are in shot put real quickly. Let me tell you. I was just watching that. It's they're on attempt 4 right now, and it's still Krauser ahead of Walsh, ahead of Fabre Weir. So it's 22:36, 22:07, 21:96, Weir 21:38. So that's your top 4 right there. Yeah. So the second semifinal should be good. Varham is there. Rasheen McDonald, I think, is in as well in the mix. But I think Varham, we're expecting some stuff, interesting stuff from Varham. It's good to see him here running flat 400. All right, cool. All right, let me get the results again for the 400 meters. I apologize, I wasn't doing it well. So where is it? Okay. So I was still when you operate by yourself. So Dom or Doom, however that's pronounced, 45:69 ahead of Kohilo. I don't know how that's pronounced, to be honest with you. It's a Portuguese name. Interesting. 45.98 and Molnar at 46.08. So 45, 40, 45.69, not terrible. I mean, yeah. The important thing is to get into the final. We'll see what happens. And then second semifinal, I guess Varham probably would be favorites here. Varham has a 45.05. I think he's better than everybody else in the mix here. A couple of other guys have gone. Well, one other guy has gone 45. The Czech athlete at 45.86. Uh, then you have Matt Donald 46.25. I think that's his PB. He doesn't run a lot of indoors as well. So we'll see. Top three, you get into the final. It's not as exciting as you want it to be. To be honest, it's not certainly not as exciting as the women, but let's see what Varham can do. What's your prediction for the 400-meter men's second semifinal? I think my money is on Varham, maybe Kursick and McDonald maybe sneaking in. We'll see. But you never know. Sometimes McDonald doesn't show up the way you want him to show up. Yeah. But yeah, once we get that off the track, then it will be pentathlon 800 meters, and then the 60-meter final, which everybody's anticipating. That's going to be a big race. The pentathlon so far, Van Nienen leading the. Let's see. Let me get the points again. Yeah, the Finnish athlete Van Nienen at 3,861 points ahead of Norwitz, the Belgian athlete, 3,852, and Doctor from the Netherlands, 3,634. So I think the top two can still change for sure. And actually 3, 4, and 5 can get into the bronze medal position if they want. I think so, depending on how well they do on the in this 800 meters here. So it should be exciting. So here, Varham pumping himself up. Should be a good run here. Already out, Varham really pushing it already. Rashid McDonald looks good. He's eating up the stagger on the athlete in lane number 5. But Varham looks like he's in the lead for sure. McDonald's there as well. Yeah. So it's Varham, McDonald. Varham gets it across in 21:48 for 200 meters. McDonald is in the mix as well. Kursick is there too. Yeah. So Varham looks like he's just cruising. McDonald also working hard, but not particularly struggling. But he's pushing a little bit on Carson Varham. So it's Varham ahead of McDonald, ahead of Kursick. So all three get through there. 45.86 for the 400-meter hurdles world record holder. Rashid McDonald, personal best of 46.02. He's dying on the track right now, and Varham is like, get up. He's kind of holding his hand there. That's interesting there. And Kursick 46.48 as well. So those three making it into tomorrow's final. Should be an interesting final. But I don't think the big Viking broke a sweat there. Yeah. Good evening. Let's see. What channel can I watch the championships on? Where are you located? If you're in the United States, you can watch it on Peacock. They're streaming it on Peacock if you have that subscription via NBC or so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not. Maybe they also have it on TV as well too, because sometimes they. Let's see something here. Uh, in Jamaica, you gotta watch it. I think Television Jamaica has the rights in Jamaica, but based on what I saw on this list here, I don't know what if they're showing it on their main channel or you have to watch it. What's that thing called? One Spot? I don't know, or I don't know how you get television in Jamaica, to be honest with you. But based on my list here, the rights for the championships is Television Jamaica has it. So I don't know if they're showing it on TV or not. Yeah, cool. But thanks for joining from Jamaica. Where in Jamaica you're joining from? Yeah. 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 So it's gonna be Doom War Varham, uh, Cole Cold Ho. I don't know how that's pronounced. And yeah, it's gonna be a good final tomorrow. I think Carson Varham for sure. If I'm being honest with you, is going to to win this tomorrow. Yeah. But it's great victory for all the sagas. Yeah. Ah, cool. Thanks. Yeah. Hopefully you find it. So two more events on the track before the day is over. We'll have the pentathlon 800 meters to finish off, and then we'll have the much anticipated 60-meter final. Yeah, NBC will have it on. Yeah, so I think they're gonna put some stuff on CNBC tomorrow too, as well, if I'm not mistaken. But Peacock for sure. If you're in the United States, I'm sure there are other streams that people can find, but I don't really know. Maybe a VPN can help in some way. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. But good stuff so far. I mean, really good things this morning too. Great shot put final, I thought, by Mitten to win there, the Canadian. The German athlete getting over 20 meters for silver medal, and Chase Jackson, I think her name is now, getting on the podium again for sure. So that was a fantastic shot put final this morning. Really good high jump final there between Manuchik and Olisaglas. So I mean, track and field is in good hands. Olympic year, not everybody shows up at a World Indoor. It's good to see some athletes there. Obviously, they come for different reasons, and really, really, good to see the likes of a Noah Lyles taking a 60-meter indoors seriously. Obviously, I think he's doing it also for preparation for an outdoor season. So, yeah, we're looking at some good stuff. Some really good stuff for later on the season, and it's going to be a fantastic track and field year, I think. Yeah, fantastic track and field year. Yeah. Let me go back real quickly to give you an update on the shot put right now, which is currently still live. Ryan Krause has upped his first round attempt. He's now his fourth attempt at 22, gone 22.51. Still in the lead. Tom Walsh in second, 22.07. The Italian Fabri is in third, 21.96, ahead of Zane, where his other Italian colleague, compatriot, at 21.85. So two athletes above 22 meters. And that's why I think it's a disappointment if you are the likes of a Campbell, who came into the championship one of four athletes going over 22 meters this season over the shot put indoors, and not to have registered a mark must be extremely disappointing for the lad. I mean, hopefully he can take that into stride with, and you know, there's not much you can say right now. But 22.77 by Ryan Causer, that's a championship record on his fifth attempt. The man is always fantastic. What can you say? He's the greatest we've ever seen. When it comes to series, I mean, I'm telling you, no one does it like Big Ryan Krauser. Last year was a fantastic performance. We all know he was suffering from medical problem there. He had some blood clots that at one point doctors were saying maybe not go to the World Championships. Obviously, he did, and he did win. And so that was a fantastic, a big throw here by Ryan Krauser. Championship record. That is way out there, 22.77. Yeah. Yeah. It's one of the things we have to say if you're a track and field fan is that you really have to really recognize that when you have greatness around you. We have some fantastic all-time greats. Ryan Krauser is one. I don't often think he gets the kind of credit that he should, but he's there. So yeah, great high jump competition there. Apostolovsky in third, Yaroslav Manuchik in second, and Nikola Olisagas winning the gold medal for Australia. So yeah, looking forward to seeing the pentathlon 800 meters. And did it run already? Actually, it did. Oh no, did it? Let's see. No, that's a start. Sorry, that's the start list. We have that up on the track in 2 minutes time. Sorry, we'll get that. That will conclude the pentathlon, and then we'll get just around 15 minutes from now, 16 minutes from now, we will have the men's 60-meter final, and that will end the first day. Great stuff so far. Really appreciate everybody for joining. Obviously, happy to have you. Subscribe if you haven't, like if you haven't. I appreciate those are the best ways to support me on this channel. And you know, when you get a chance afterwards, you can go look at some of the other stuff that I have. I not only cover track and field, I have other things as well, and I do a lot of sports explainers. So if you're interested in that, feel free to check out what's going on there on the channel. So thanks for joining so far. Yeah. And don't forget to put your comments up if your thoughts on what's happening, your predictions for the 60-meter final. Will it be Noah Lyles? Will it be Christian Coleman? Will it be Akeem Blake? What about Ferdinand Amanyala? You know, those are some interesting. Will we get a shock surprise, right? You know, can we get somebody that we've never seen before, right? You know, all right. So let me put up some timetable results here real quickly. So this is quick summary again of the 400 meters. I don't know why that's taking so long. Yeah, so that's where you have it. It's gonna be a fantastic performance tomorrow. I think. Have to say Varham should starts favorites and he should win that quite comfortably. But good run from McDonald. Looked like he was dying on the track. Personal best get some rest. Maybe he can go sub 46 for sure. Looking forward to that final coming up. And so the 800 meters is now on track for the women's pentathlon. And then, yeah, here's your start list for the 60 meters. Who will win it? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the gold medal has not been settled in the pentathlon. So it's, I think, neither is the bronze medal. So I think there's something here to be had. I think Norwitz has to finish obviously ahead of Van Nanen for sure to win to get an opportunity to win this gold medal. And good run by Doctor to going on so far, right? Because so right now it's Witz in the lead. I mean, one of the good things about how they're showing this is that depending on your position, the points are updating. So Witz would win the title. Van Nienen is between Gervini and Doctor. They're just going back and forth for the bronze and silver. No, the bronze rather, and the fourth place. Yeah. So I think right now Norwitz will win this gold medal. Yeah, and Doctor is basically trying to, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, she'll definitely get that bronze medal now. Yeah, because she's gonna win this, and she's pushing. Probably gonna win that person. Oh my God, she almost fell. Almost fell. Yeah, that was a really good run by Sophie. 2 minutes 11:89. That's probably gonna secure her that. So Norwitz finishing third, but in terms of combined points, I think Witz will win the indoor gold medal in a world lead of 4,733, 4,773 rather points. The athletes from the Netherlands found their way into second place. No, this is not right. Sorry. Hold on. I don't think they've updated this correctly yet. Yeah, that can't be right. I'm gonna wait a little bit for the combine points to settle. Yeah, I'm sorry about it. Yeah. I mean, I can tell you for sure though on the results itself in terms of the 800 meters, it would be. I mean, Vanina finished way down though for sure, but it's Doctor winning in 2 minutes 11:89. Gervini 2:12:07. Norwitz third in 2:12:99. But Vanini was in the lead at the start of the 800 meters, but before that she was in the lead in terms of combined points, but she only managed to pick up 816 points here, and obviously Norwitz would have won. Let me wait on the combined points to up to. Okay, so yeah, I think the combined points are now settled. So it's Witz winning the gold medal in a world lead time of 4,773 points ahead of the Finnish athlete Van Nienen, which in a national record of 4,677, and the Dutch athlete in 4,571. I apologize, and the Italian 4,559. So that's where the medals are going. It's gonna stay in Europe, Belgium, Finland, and the Netherlands. So the Finns separate the Dutch and the Belgians. All right, so that's fantastic. There, we're now at the end, and we're gonna get the 60-meter final coming up. That will close out the evening. Vaninen with a big national record there. Let's see what Faber can do in the shot put here. They're showing him on screen. It's probably in the 21-ish, 22 meters. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna get the final of the men's 60 meter on track in a second. Looking at Tade from Japan, fantastic PBs to get in the mix. Ali from Italy, kid looks like he's coming onto the scene too. Esimi from Cameroon, national records too. World record holder Christian Coleman with a world lead in the semifinal. Noah Lyles, 6:47 was it or so in the semifinal, but also world lead earlier this year at Milrose Games. And Akeem Blake, 6:45 PB as well. Not PB, but season best for the season. His PB 6:42. Ferdinand Omanyala 6:51. And so we're looking at some quality athletes there. On paper, we're gonna say it's gonna be between the likes of a Coleman, Lyles, Blake, Omanyala. Clearly, other people could come in the mix, but that's where we are. Let me know your final thoughts on this before we get to the. You got Noah Lyles, yeah. I'm just watching big Ryan Krauser there. Oh, big throw again, but not as far as the one he did before. But so that's the end of the 22:69 was Krauser's final attempt. His best obviously is a championship record of 22:77 meters. Tom Walsh finishes in second in 22:07, and Fabri from Italy in 21:96, ahead of his countryman 21:85. So that's your world indoor shot put for 2024. Sets its stage up for what will be a fantastic outdoor season, and there's some other athletes that's not around that you'll see later on as well. So this was good. Krauser, as usual. Yeah. And now we gotta wait for the men's 60-meter final. And that's gonna be great. So Krauser has everything. He has the world record. He has the Olympic record, the Olympic titles, the world titles, the indoor titles. He's the best to ever do it. And let's see if we can see some other fantastic performances for the night. We're waiting here now for the 60-meter final. Last chance for you guys to tell me who you think will win this. I'm still not quite sure. I have a feeling Lyles might win it, but there's something about how Kristen Coleman is running. And then, who knows? Can we get a surprise from Akeem Blake, Ferdinand Omanyala? Can we get a shocker somewhere? Probably no shocker, but should be good. It would be nice to see a low 6'4". If someone can get into sub 6'4", then that would be even more impressive. But should be a great matchup in a second. thank you for being here for it. And yeah, let me know in the comments. Yeah, who you think is gonna win this? You only have 4 more minutes before this kicks off, so should be some good stuff. And as customary, the multi-eventers, they do a lap around with everybody. Such a rigorous thing to do these things. Coleman Lyles break, winning 6:32 seconds. Wow, really? That that would be super special, right? I mean, that would be outrageously fast. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can see that tonight. To be honest with you, I don't. Yeah, I can see Coleman winning, but I mean, or Lyles for sure. But I can't. 6:32. I just don't. I don't know. I mean, that would be ridiculous to be honest with you, because when Coleman broke the world record, it was what 2018 when he ran 6:34. That's yeah. I don't. Yeah, it would be great to see if I tell you what, if a 6:32, if you get that tonight, then we're going back into some seriously fast times in the men's 100 meters, assuming these guys stay fit and healthy and can build on that. But 6:32 probably too far for me, but we'll see. Yeah, I can't see that. I could see maybe a 6:39, 6:4, but I'd love it. I would love it. I wouldn't be against it if I'm being honest with you. Certainly wouldn't be against it. Yeah, yeah, would not be against it. Last chance to get your predictions in, guys. Yeah. All right. So we're getting these guys. Captain K saying Coleman needs to get close to 6'4". Lyles the type of athlete to give a photo finish, so he better be really fast this time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think if you run 6'4", you gotta be on top. You're on the podium. Whether you're below it, I don't know. 6:39. That's the slowest you think that's gonna happen. 6:39 to Coleman from Adrian. Yeah. Ferdinand got 6:38. Akeem Blake 6:38 for Akeem. Whoa, that's way out. That's an interesting prediction. Ferdinand Coleman second, Lyles third. Jack is saying Lyles for the win. Yeah, yeah. It's going to be exciting though. We gotta, it's going to be exciting. Yeah, yeah. Tada is coming out. The Japanese athlete there looks good. Tax is 6:35 for Lyles. Whoa, whoa. I mean, if Noah Lyles runs 6:35 tonight, you gotta give him that gold medal already in Paris. I mean, I know you can't give out the gold medals already, but if that's what happens, then it's gonna be outrageous. Yeah, it's gonna be big. Let's hope we don't get a false start. We don't. That's what we don't want to see. These guys are lining up here. Tada out of Japan. Ali, Italy, Esme, lane 3, Coleman, Noah Lyles, Akeem Blake, Ferdinand Amanyala, and Larson from Sweden. This Ali guy, I mean, I want to see him outdoors too. Ferdinand Amanyala. I think he wants to be on the podium somehow. Let's see what did I miss anything? 641, 643, 650. What? But he's not in the race. Yeah. Can you switch to racing? See? No, I can't show the race if that's what you're asking. I'm sorry. Yeah. And there's no win inside the. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about outdoors. Okay, I misinterpreted. Yeah. Yeah. I just have a feeling that Lyles is gonna get out. Well, I think Coleman is just gonna get out. That it's gonna be tough for Lyles to pull him down. If he, because the way Coleman was starting suggests that he's gonna be in some serious shape. Yeah, if Coleman gets out on you, it's hard to catch him back. Oh, Christian Coleman is way out there. Noah Lyles hasn't got a good start. Akeem Blake is up there too. And it's Coleman versus Lyles and Akeem Blake. 641, world lead. Woo. 644 for Noah Lyles, it seems like. And 646 for Akeem Blake. Fantastic running there. Fantastic running by Christian Coleman. World lead. He's shaking his head like, I told you. Lyles 644. Very good run by Noah Lyles. If I'm Noah Lyles, obviously you come here to win, but you come here coming in the mix, suggesting that his top end speed, his speed endurance will, he's not worried about this. But good run by Blake too, 646. Similar to how Lyles ran down Blake at Milrose. I think that's how it probably happened. But 641 for Christian Coleman, Noah Lyles 644, Blake 646, Omaniala 656, Larson 656. Yeah, Coleman won the race. Yeah. Yeah. So America go 1-2, Jamaica third. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the result there. Yeah, the United States go 1-2. I guess your predictions went off there. But I guess if we're going by true to form, yeah, congratulations to Christian Coleman. If we're going by form, Christian Coleman was the best in the rounds, and he was good. He came out of the blocks like a bullet train. He did what he had to do because he knew that if Niles was in the mix, Lyles was in the mix, he's gonna lose. So that's good. Yeah. So 3 guys running six. As I said, if you get into a 6-4, you likely would get on the podium, and that's what happened. So congratulations to these men. Akeem Blake should be proud of himself too. Lots of work to do. He got to work on a lot of speed endurance, but he's a talent as well. And so outdoor season is going to be nice, But Christian Coleman getting back to his perfect starts. We'll see what happened here. I think the 100 meters, serious business this year. Serious business. Yeah. I've seen the race again.
Coleman out really well, I think. Let's see. Well, Blake is out well as well. But immediately Noah Lyles gets up into his running. He's on to Akeem Blake, but he does not have enough to get back to a Christian Coleman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Coles, Lyles, Blake. Yeah, very good call there. You thought 6:39 would be. I mean, 6:39 is not easy to run sub 4. To run sub 6:4 is tough. I think this is good running. This is good running, to be honest with you. 6:41, 6:44, 6:46. It's not terrible by any stretch. Yeah, yeah. It's a wonderful day for track and field. Started with some shot put this morning. Finished with shot put again this evening. Championship record for Ryan Krause. Ollis Lagers winning the high jump. No, Christian Coleman looking like he's getting back to his best. Holding off Noah Lyles. Creditable run from Noah Lyles for sure. And yeah, and that's the thing in a 60 meter. You get out fast enough. If you're not in the mix, you're gone. And I think one of the great things about the Noah Lyles situation is, and why he's so good, is that, and it's used to be the same thing when we say with like a boat, like if you're not way ahead and he's right beside you, he's going to take you down. And clearly, if this was 100 meters, it's not, they weren't running 100 meters, then I think Lyles would probably eat down Coleman at this stage. But he did, but this is what fast starting looks like. Reacted well. I thought Blake got out really well too, but his transition was probably not as good as it looked. But maybe not. Maybe it's good. It's just the way Lyles kind of moved past him as well. But yeah, it's good running. I like it. I don't know if you were entertained today. I certainly was. I was pleased to see. I'm looking forward to what will happen tomorrow as well. I'll be back to do some things tomorrow as well. Probably won't be able to stay the whole evening, but I'll be there tomorrow. There's a morning session tomorrow as well. You get a chance to see 60-meter hurdles for men. Grant Holloway, it's going to be in the mix there for sure. There will be like heptathlon for men as well tomorrow. 800-meter women's semifinal early in the day. So you have 60 meters for women, triple jump for men. It's going to be great, right? Like some good stuff will be on show tomorrow. So yeah, I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. I thought the medals went where we expected them to go this evening in the 60 meters. Went to Christian Coleman on form. Hindsight is 2020. He looked the best throughout the rounds. Noah Lyles got a silver medal, and obviously Akeem Blake doing well. Yes, Roxanne, very creditable performance by the lad. Saved his best. He ran the rounds really well. There's not much we can. There's nothing we can say negative about him. Was beaten by two superb athletes, and when you get a chance to medal, you take it, and he certainly did do that. And Akeem Blake should be happy. I think when they reflect on the race itself, there are some things there that I'm certain that they would want to work on. I thought he came well out of the blocks. A little bit of a transition issue, but not much. But good. Ferdinand Amanyala outside of the medals as well. Larson. First big finals for the likes of Ali, Tada, Essimi. So those guys weren't there. I don't know really what happened at the end to Ali. I have to go look at that to run 8. Means probably got injured for sure. But yeah, so some good stuff. Yeah. So good day for track and field. Good to see everybody. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Best way to support me. And I'll see you back tomorrow. You have a great rest of your day, wherever you are.